what is this? I don't have this app. I'm not scanning it. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am so excited today because I am actually using a brand new camera that has a mic on it that should be pretty good quality. So today's video is a little bit different. It's kind of like newsworthy, and that's because it's something that I'm so excited about, not just for Germany, but for internationals alike. And that is because Germany is officially introducing their new E-Rezept, which will also mean that everything is going to be officially digital. They are making very big changes here in the health segment, and that also means big things for internationals and English speakers alike. So I'm super excited to share the news with you today and kind of give you a little bit of a walkthrough as to what we can expect for 2022 and how exactly these e-prescriptions or electronic prescriptions will actually work. So first things first, this E-Rezept or e-prescription is actually going to launch on January 1st, 2022. Now, I know what you're probably asking is, do I need to actually take part in this, or can I actually just keep with the normal old prescription? Well, if you are publicly insured, it is actually mandatory. We don't have an option as to whether or not we want to take part in this. The good news is if you choose not to take part in it, well, you can also get this e-prescription as a printout that you can still take to your local pharmacy. But if you choose to take part in this really exciting program, well then there's a lot of different benefits that I want to share with you. So basically how the process is going to work is that it's going to be very similar to the way that it always worked. So you are going to go to your doctor's appointment, and if you need a prescription, they are going to write you that prescription, but instead of giving you this document that we're all used to receiving, you're going to receive something a little bit that looks like this. Now, you can receive it either digitally, so you're actually going to require a new app that everyone's going to need to download. Again, as I mentioned, you don't have to download it. You can get a printout, but basically this prescription is going to be all logged within a QR code. So what's really cool about this app is you're actually just gonna open it, and then you can actually simply add a new prescription there. As you see, you're just gonna click on that button to add a new prescription, and then you actually can automatically send it to a pharmacy of your choice, and then they will be able to electronically tell you if they have the medication available, and if so, when you're able to come pick it up. So this is for any prescription that you receive from your doctor. If they don't have the medication, you can also try another pharmacy. So you can add in your preferred pharmacy. Otherwise, they can also tell you what other locations in your city have the medication available for you right away. Chances are, if you're getting a prescription, it's going to be something similar to antibiotics or something that you really need right away. So this is going to be much faster, so that you don't have to travel around the whole city like I've done before in order just to get a prescription. So the app was actually created by the Ministry of Health, and it is run by a company called Gematik. So everything's actually run through this app specifically. However, what I find really cool is that when you do get that QR code, you don't have to scan it on this app specifically. You can actually use other devices. And this is actually why I wanted to share all this information with you today, is because I got this letter here from Doc Morris, and we already scribbled on it. They were the ones who gave me all the information on these exciting new updates and how they're able to then work together with this E-Rezept in order to make things possible and in order to make your lives easier. They already have the Doc Morris app. I actually have been using them for a really long time. They're an online pharmacy. The reason why I choose to use them and have chosen to use them in the last couple of years is because when you buy over-the-counter medication online here, it doesn't take that long to deliver, and you actually get it sometimes at like 50% of the cost. I know, like my NyQuil or I don't know, like cold and flu medication that you want to just stock up on, I pay like 50% of the cost online than I would in a pharmacy. Of course, I always do want to support local pharmacies, and I always do use them when I have a prescription, but a lot of the time I find that when I go in, they just don't have what I'm looking for at the time, or the specific antibiotic that I need, or one of my family members needs, which can be really frustrating. So I'll show you in the app. It's really cool. Okay, so here you're gonna see they have these 5 different functions on the bottom. You can shop for different products. You can see my seasonal highlights. Here, usually Vicmidinite is 20 euros and 99 cents. Now online you can buy it for 12.49. So this is always what I buy it for, which is incredible. You know, you've got other things like C, which is almost 50% off. All of these are much, much cheaper online. So if you did want to save money in that regard, you always have that option. But this is not what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you these new services that they have online available. They have this E-Rezept scan, so you can actually scan it. So if you click on that, it's actually going to go through, it's going to scan. Also, what is really, really cool is that due to these new E-Rezepts, that you can actually have a doctor's appointment online. So you can schedule multiple online appointments if you just click this online Arzt sprechen. So it changes automatically into English, and you can either find a doctor nearby, like if you actually want to see one face to face, otherwise you can click on to the online doctor. So this takes you to a website, which is the Teleclinic, and you can actually go through, it's a long questionnaire, you go through and you explain all of your symptoms, what you're going through, and then at the end of it, you can actually schedule an appointment. So on this Teleclinic, they can actually give you now an E-Rezept, which you can just go in, scan your E-Rezept in Doc Morris. The only reason I never actually shipped my prescription in the mail to Doc Morris or took a picture of it and then sent it in, because this was always an option, was simply because it just took a bit too long. And in this case, I was thinking, well, yeah, even if we have the E-Rezept, it's still gonna take a bit long, because I don't want to get a prescription and then have to wait days and days just to get it, especially if it's antibiotics and you need it right away. So now they have this new app feature, which is the Doc Morris Express. And when you click on that, you can actually enter a specific postal code where you live, and they will tell you right away which partners they work with and which ones have that medication available to you and how long it's actually going to take. So they actually have the option now to get the express service. Of course, you have to pay, I think, like a couple euros or something for the delivery, but you can get it same day. This is life-changing. This is super, super exciting, and I was just super excited to share all this information with you guys as well. So whether you're like pro app, pro digitalization of everything, this is really cool, especially for Germany, guys. I don't mean that as a bad thing, but sometimes I just feel like paperwork and bureaucracy can take quite a long time here, and this is something that is like super futuristic, super exciting. Both apps themselves can be run in the English language, which is so nice for internationals, because when it comes to your health, guys, yes, we should be learning the German language while we live here, but when it comes to your health, I think it's really important to understand things and really read it in a language that we understand best. Anyway, I will leave all of the links that I mentioned to you below so that you can get started, you can get prepped and ready for January, so that the next time you go to the doctor's office, you're not like, what is this? Like, I don't have this app. I'm not scanning it. I don't want it. So FYI, it's very exciting. I think you should give it a chance. If you're publicly insured, it's pretty much mandatory. So I hope that this information helps you guys and it gets you set off on the right foot and shows you what options you have when it comes to this new E-Rezept in 2022. That is all for me. Vielen, vielen lieben Dank, you guys. Und wie immer, bis später.